Hi, welcome to my channel, Universal Soul Vibrations. This is going to be the weekly messages for fire signs for the week of April 1st to the 7th. Please remember that these are general messages and may not resonate with everyone. If you like the messages and like the page, please like, subscribe, and share. So let's get started with an overall card for fire signs for the week of April 1st to the 7th. Seems weird to say April already. What is the overall energy for fire signs the week of 1st to the 7th? And I'm going to pull this card from the Alice in Wonderland deck. Okay, so the card that came up is follow your own good advice. So, this card is about trusting yourself and knowing what is best for you. Okay, don't allow other people to guide you in the direction that you want to go in. And it's just asking you to trust yourself and trust your own intuition and knowing that you know what's best for yourself this week, fire signs. All right, I'm going to pull one card for the beginning of the week, one for the middle of the week, and one for the weekend. And the unicorn deck. What is the message for fire signs for the beginning of the week? 1st to the 7th. We got support. Trust, which definitely goes along with your overall energy. Ooh, too many. Let's see, message for fire signs for the weekend, for April 1st to the 7th. And polarity. Okay, so the first card that came up for the beginning of the week for fire signs is support. And it's telling you to ask for help, get more rest, and nurture yourself, okay? So I think that this card more is about nurturing yourself this week, the beginning of the week. Maybe you've taken on too much and you're a bit run down and stuff, so, take some time in the beginning of the week to kind of take care of yourself this week. So that you're in good shape to be able to trust yourself and trust that you know what's best for you. Okay, because when we're all caught up in being, too tired and we don't take care of ourselves, we really can't make good choices for ourselves when we're in that state. And if you do need help, ask for it. In the middle of the week, we got the trust card, and like I said, it fits in perfectly with your overall card because that's the main message, is to trust yourself. This card is telling you to leap into the unknown, have faith, and move forward, and believe you will fly. So in the middle of the week, it's telling you that you're going to succeed at something. On the weekend, we got the polarity card. So this card is an interesting card because it asks you to integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. We both have the light side and the shadow side within us. And it's, is the ability to be able to integrate them both into ourselves. And knowing that, what this card is saying is that, rather than disowning your shadow side, trying to push it aside, be proud of it, own it, and integrate it into yourself. When you do this, it can no longer hold power over you. Because our shadow sides are the sides of us that kind of something that holds power over us, that stops us from moving forward. It could be something, someone. But, when you integrate it, it doesn't have a power over you anymore. And you can start to love and accept every part of yourself. And it brings true freedom, okay? So own those shadow sides, but don't allow them to own you, I think is the big message of this card. Um, know that you're perfect just as you are with the light and the dark, with the polarity card. Okay, so maybe there's a little looking too much at the imperfections this week, but you know, my favorite saying is we're all perfectly imperfect. All right, let's get on with your main reading. That just is for signs for week April 1st to the 7th. The Three of Pentacles. The Two of Cups is coming up in everybody's. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups in the middle. You know, and the Two of Cups card is about love, spiritual union, you know, a union where you know, you're together with mind, body, and spirit. But on either side, we've got the Three of Pentacles, which talks about, you know, the Three of Pentacles is about mastering a craft, working diligently, a lot of hard work. And then on the other side, we've got the Seven of Cups, which, you know, talks about many choices. So maybe this week, what I'm getting out of this is that there may be some work on a relationship in your life, and there's some choices that have to be made within this relationship. Or just some work on yourself. You know, I think that with these, this is a bit of an odd combo, but I definitely think what this is telling you here is that there is a union within your life, that you've got some choices to make regarding this union. Do you want to put the work in or don't you? And I think that's the choice that you're looking at here. So it looks like, you know, you're going to have to be trusting yourself in this situation, and that you know best, and trust what your intuition is telling you. And look at the choices. You know, look at it's going to be a week of looking at, you know, what this relationship brings to your life, the positive aspects, you know, the pros and cons of it, and whether, you know, it's worth putting the work in. Swords. Okay, so we've got the Star card in the middle, and the Star card is all about healing and cleansing, making yourself vulnerable. So there's an aspect of vulnerability that comes in here. I mean, she's totally vulnerable out there, and maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you've been more in like the King of Swords energy, you know, more of like, you know, he sees everything black and white. There's no shades of gray with him. Very about, you know, the analytical. And I think with this, the Star card, it's telling you need to make yourself more vulnerable within this relationship in order to see which way you want to go, because you've been more in the analytical part of it. And you need to see, you know, I definitely sense that you need to look at the pros and cons of the relationship, but, you know, there are shades of gray with things. But also with the King of Swords, you know, rely on the common sense and beliefs. He only relies on what can be seen. And it also could represent an air sign within your life. But I think what's definitely being said with this is you really need to open yourself up more. And with the star card, there's going to be some healing that's going to come in from being able to open up yourself, and a new hope that's going to be um, regained from doing that, from stepping out of this analytical and more into the vulnerable side. And that's going to bring you to a place where you find more happiness, where your wishes, your Ten of Pentacles, your wishes are fulfilled. It's a happy place for you. So, there's definitely going to be some cleansing with the star card here, and healing and opening yourself up more this week. Okay, and we're definitely going to be moving into calmer waters this week with the Six of Swords. He's rowing his boat out of the water that are kind of rough into a much calmer place, moving away from things that are causing him to feel can't get the quite word I want to use here. The word that's coming to mind is feeling disturbed. And maybe you do need to rely on your friends to help you through this situation. I know the first card you came up with is support, but don't allow them to persuade you. Just maybe you need to spend some time with your friends and get kind of take your mind off of things for a little bit. And the Emperor is asking you, if you look at him, he's observing everything that's around him, and be the observer. Be the observer of what's going on around you. He's the protector. The Emperor, he rules the kingdom. He's got a pretty big job, that Emperor does. But I think the main message of the Emperor card is that you need to pay attention to what's going on around you this week. And that will help you make some of those choices that you need to make, and whether you want to continue to work on this relationship. But it looks like you may, because I think there's going to be some vulnerability that's going to, if you allow yourself to become more vulnerable and allow yourself to not be so analytical, there's going to be some healing, whether it's healing within or within the relationship. Whatever this healing that occurs is going to bring you to a happier place and a happier foundation within you. All right, let's look at the signs. We'll start with Aries first. All righty. Give a couple shuffles. What are the messages for Aries for the week of April 1st to the 7th? What are the messages for Aries for the week of April 1st to the 7th? Five of Pentacles. So it looks like you're feeling kind of left out in the cold. There's some kind of loss. And, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. She's the nurturer. That nurturing yourself is coming up again. This is for Aries. A message for Aries for the week of April 1st. All right, I'm going to keep them. I put these two cards back because two fell out, but then they fell out again. So we've got the Two of Wands and the Queen of Wands coming out. And, with the Queen of Wands coming out, I think this is all about finding your passion again. Okay, Aries, you kind of lost it over here. And I think by nurturing yourself, you're going to be able to find those things that bring you passion in life. And bring that fire, that fire into life. rather than the whole, whole doldrum of the daily routine and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I think that, you're being asked to look, Aries, at, why are you feeling left out in the cold and feeling this loss? Is it just because you're not nurturing yourself enough, or you've kind of lost the passion because you've gotten caught up in the daily routines of life? Okay, so you need to reach out and find that passion again, and that can be done by nurturing yourselves. And then you've got, some choices to make. Choose a path, which one you want to go down, okay? That's the message for Aries this week. Find your passion, Aries. Who's next? Leo, right? What do we got for Leo? What's the message for Leo for the week of April 1st to the 7th? The Hermit. The Eight of Cups. And the Three of Cups. Okay, Leo, so what it's looking like for me, this is the exact message I got as soon as these two cards came up. After a time of going within and looking within yourself to figure out what you want to do and where you want to go, you're going to choose to walk away from something. We've got all the cups piled up here, and she's got her back turned on him, and she's looking for a new journey, a new adventure. And spend some time with your friends to help support you in this new journey that you're headed towards, because you've decided to leave those cups behind and reach for something new after a time of introspection. So just spend time with friends to help you support that new journey. That's for Leo. And that's good, because when you go within, you are following your own advice. And your own advice is telling you to leave something behind. Okay, Sagittarius. What is the message for Sagittarius for the week of April 1st? Queen of Pentacles. Something from the past. Message for Sagittarius. And the Karma card. Okay, so these two cards are definitely talking about something from the past coming back. Something's coming back into your life, could possibly be coming back into your life this week from the past. It's something that, definitely the Six of Cups is definitely talking about something from the past. But with the Karma card here, that also could be that some cycle from the past is changing. And, everything happens for a reason, and we just have to respect that it happens for a reason. But there's going to be some type of positive change taking place this week for you, Sagittarius, that's going to help you move forward. You're going to feel a renewal. And, this card does talk about reflecting on the past and, your results of your past decisions. So you may be doing some reflecting on the past this week, but know that some cycles may be changing for you. that are definitely going to bring you to a more positive place so that you can move on to a better future. And you know that a future, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. She's, you know, the nurturer, the mother of the group. But what I'm saying, what I'm getting with this is that nurture this change, okay, that's coming for you. Something from the past needs to be let go of, and that cycle needs to end. And she's wanting you to nurture that, Sagittarius. Alrighty, have a good week.